Hey there, good Saturday morning and welcome to Weekend Recharge. It's the last day of February as well as the last day of meteorological winter. I'm Paul Goodlow.
And I'm Lynette Charles. America's weekend depends on the weather. And you know, spring actually used to be my favorite season, but the severe weather, it's not my favorite anymore.
I like them all. They all have their pluses and minuses.
Yeah, it's not my favorite anymore, though.
You know, but I also like the weather to stay where it's supposed to be.
I agree with you, yeah.
Like the record warmth we got going on in the West in winter is not supposed to be there, but you know, it's our wacky climate.
Exactly. And if you're in the northern tier and had some anywhere anytime soon, we're still going to be dealing with this coming in system after system after system. You think I'm done? I'm not. I'm going to be tossing it to Paul pretty soon for system number 3. But in the meantime, Bloomington, Indiana, let's talk to you right now because on your Sunday, which is tomorrow, we're looking pretty good. It's Sunday night that we'll start to see the snow showers rolling into the picture here. Now, we look at that snow total forecast. You're like, yeah, I see that stripe. Yeah, but this is still could be a little bit dangerous out here. So this is something that we'll watch as we go in through your tomorrow and through your Monday. So I'm going to put this into motion right now. You can see what's going on. So we will see a little bit of everything in some spots here. Kansas City, you look pretty good because it looks like you're starting out with plain rain, right? You think that you're out of the woods, but we could see possibly maybe that pink stripe there that could dive a little bit further to the south. So you may get in on some wintry weather, some freezing rain before it's all said and done. We're going to be watching for some rain and also some snow around St. Louis, between Quincy and St. Louis. That's a possibility. So wherever you're seeing the pink, that's some freezing rain. That's the worst winter precip type that you could ever get because that's where you're talking about the ice. Back down off towards the south here, Bowling Green, looks like you're going to stay on the green side of things. So that means rain for you, and that is the best type of weather if you have to have precip, right? We want the rain out there. Snow, this is not too bad either, but it's a little bit more slippery than that rain. Now we look at a place like Louisville where we will start to see some rain, possibly some freezing rain coming in across the area too. Lexington, looking at you, and you look to be on the green side, you may see some of that pink in the neck of your woods as we head into your Monday. But Monday afternoon, evening, that's when things start to warm up through the atmosphere, the whole column. So that's why we're going to be dealing with plain rain. Charleston, West Virginia, still more of the same there. You can see those temperatures in the 40s, the 60s before it's all said and done. And then we head towards your Monday and we see this push on off towards the east, right? Where are you going? Where are you going? Some blue, right? We see this over towards D.C. Western Maryland, you are going to be dealing with some icing concerns, rain, snow, and then the further to the east you go, it looks like you could be mainly in the snowfall here. But again, less than an inch, not a whole lot with this at all. Maybe West Virginia, the mountains there, possibly maybe about 1 to 3. Now let's get to system number 3, Paul. We'll get some places that will get some heavy rain, some of these thunderstorms moving through. Speaking of the thunderstorms, that's what we're looking at, an active radar right now. Some thunderstorms that will be moving on shore just to the north of Fort Myers. But you can see the red coloring there. That's the area where we could be dealing with some strong and severe thunderstorms as we go through the rest of your today. Zooming in a little bit closer, we'll be watching this around Vero Beach, that I-95 corridor all the way down off towards Fort Lauderdale, and even Miami is going to be in on that. So damaging wind and also some hail, those will be the primary threats if that does come to fruition today. Going into motion, we can see as we go into the afternoon, that's when things will start to get more active. So Clewiston, where we'll be watching for you around Vero Beach, down off towards Fort Lauderdale and Miami. As we head into the evening time frame, still some thunderstorms trying to work their way. We can see that around Sebring as well. Some of these areas may get hit more than once, so keep that in mind. In terms of the rainfall through tomorrow, 1 to 2 inches, that's going to be a good dosing that we will be seeing here. But most of us up to an inch, but we need more rain. And remember, our rainy season doesn't happen until June 1st, really, so hurricane season. Florida, 67% of the state in extreme drought, the largest area of extreme drought on record. So that speaks volumes, right? And because of this drought, because of windy conditions out here, we've definitely been dealing with some fires. So we have the national fire. It's not contained, 0. And in terms of acres burned, over 30,000 right now. I should say 30,000. This is what we have West Palm Beach as we go into the afternoon. More thunderstorms. Look at that nasty cell over Hialeah as we go into the afternoon, evening time frame as well. This is something where it'll be in, it'll be out. You might not need to cancel anything, but just know that you might have to delay some activities. Homestead, we're going to be dealing with some nasty thunderstorms with some heavy rain coming in across this area as well.
Sad occurrence there. We just want to talk about some avalanche safety there. And main thing is don't go alone. Have a system and have a kind of team, at least one other person with you if you do venture out into the backcountry.
Yeah, and we don't know if this was actually a human trigger, but 90% of the deaths are due to a human trigger.
Yeah, it seems like they were on the way out and perhaps just at the wrong place at the wrong time. We had so much snow coming on down there, so you want to wear a transmitter if you can. A lot of folks now wear backpacks, like airbag backpacks, but I got to tell you, those backpacks between $600 on up, well over $1,000. So it's kind of a pricey thing, but a shovel doesn't cost that much, a probe, a transmitter, but importantly, safety training. You can, most ski resorts will have some type of backcountry training available to you as well.
Yeah, so all that safety gear is definitely good to have with you. But we look at the month and the numbers here, and we can see that as we go in through March, that's still a high number. And even as we go into April as well, in terms of avalanche.
So it's kind of the tail end of the winter, but every storm is like a layer on a cake. And sometimes it could be an unstable layer and just never know which storm will create that very unstable layer. So again, the training, go back to the training on this.
Yeah, wind, temperature can do all that to destabilize it. In terms of the state, yeah, Colorado definitely leads the state.
Yeah, and again, all the western states have a high number of deaths because the access is so easy to the backcountry. Right now in the Sierras, we still have a moderate threat for the avalanches. Yeah,
we're going to be watching this around Colorado. Utah is going to have a threat as well. We'll watch it back off towards the Cascades, too.
And more snow falling as we speak. Well, forget the black dot.